Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Georgiana with Expressions Craft Studio, and today we're doing flower number 5 from Annigan Creates video. And yes, it is flower number 5, the rosebud. So she, in her directions, she said she used a full strip. Well, my full strips are 24. Hers apparently are 15, so I did cut mine down to 15. I'm going to try to follow her instructions today instead of, just trying to remember it. And then she used an orange strip that's 7.5. Now I'm not really sure this pink and this orange go together because that pink is really vibrant. Much more so in person, but we're going to try it. And I haven't pre-made anything since there's only those 2 coils involved. So let's go and start coiling. And we're going to do our pink one first. I think I need to shut my door. Hubby's making some noise out there. Give me just a second. I'll finish this. Alright. Now she said she used the 12, but I don't know that her numbers actually coincide with mine. But actually they might. They might. Alright, and so then for the second one, she also used the 12. Even though it is half the length. So we're going to go ahead and not curl it quite so much to start. And let's coil. So I will grab my tweezers. I had to find them first. Pull that out of there and put this one in, and just let it hopefully uncurl enough. And I will go ahead and glue this one. I'm going to snip the very tip of that off because I can see where the glue was, and we'll glue that down. Come on. There we go. Give it a little burnish to help that glue spread out and dry. And while that finishes drying, we'll go ahead and see if we can't get this one to open up just a little bit more, because it didn't quite open up to the full size of the 12. That's pretty close. Okay. So where is my end? There it is. So we'll go ahead and glue this. Again, we're going to give it a little burnish, just help spread that glue out. And we'll let that one sit for a minute. So this one, and I think we're pretty much done with this board, so I'm going to move it. It's got a lot going on. Makes it hard to see, I think. And grab this piece of paper here. And maybe we can zoom in a little bit even. There we go. So she said the key on this pink one is to just barely pinch the tip. So there's my bottom, so that is what I do not want to pinch, but I feel like I need to help it uncoil a little bit, just to kind of get some of those. Yeah, I don't really know if that worked. Now I've lost my end. There it is. Okay, so that's the bottom. So we're just going to barely pinch the top because you just want it to look like a little bud. So I think that's about as good as I can pinch that. So then on this one, I think what we want to do is kind of pinch it like that, but let me just double check myself. Yeah, so apparently I wasn't following my instructions. I forgot that I didn't want to pinch both ends of this, but I think it'll be okay because I am going to wrap some green around it. So I've just kind of tried to reshape it and curl it the way she suggests. And it does fit together nicely. So we're going to go ahead and glue that. And I'm just going to hold it, or try to make sure that that glue sets. Okay. I thought about using a whole strip, my whole 24 inches for the pink, and I kind of wish I had, but it's okay. It's just that it's, again, a little bit smaller than I like to work with. Alright, so now we're going to wrap it in our green, and that is brown. That is green, but it's cardstock, which would probably be okay. Let me see, I'm going to have to grab... That's too green. Alright, let me grab a strip real quick. And I don't remember how long this needs to be, but I think I'll just cut it a little longer and we'll go from there. Because we're going to trim it down anyway. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this with my tweezers, try to anyway, and wrap some glue around here. Did that dry out already? Well, or maybe it's that wad of glue on the tip. I need to get some Pringles or something so I have a little lid like a lot of these ladies use, where they just put a dollop of glue on there and work from that instead of trying to use this nozzle that's always wanting to get clogged up on me. We're going to go all the way around, put a little down there too. Alright, so I know it needs to stick out over the top some. So I'm just going to leave that a little long. And then I think I'm going to release it here so I can pull this together more. Hopefully. Oh, it's not really rounding the bottom the way I want it to, but that's okay. And we are going to cut some of that off. Alright, so let's make sure that's good and dry here. Feels like it's pretty good. So before I curl it, I'm going to trim it. I actually don't know that I need to trim it, but I do like it kind of pointy, so I'm going to do it. Very gentle little trim. Yeah, see, I could go a little further there. There we go. Now try to repeat that on the other side without cutting the one on the bottom. Alright. Oh, looky there. That's not too shabby. Okay, so there it is. So I want to hold this and curl just this top one back, and then we'll do the same, flip it over and do the same with the other one. Might have got that first one curled a little too much. There we go. Yeah, see, I wish I had pinched it a little bit more down there. I feel like it would come together better, but that's okay. It's going to be in the mix of a lot of different stuff, so it will get hidden. Should I make that one a little shorter? Nah, it's all right. All right, so okay, so for the base, I'm going to use, she said, a 4-inch strip. This is actually 6, but I'm going to go with that since that's what's on my desk. And we're going to quill that up. I did go back and watch hers, and she actually didn't glue her sepals on until after she had already cut and trimmed. And hers are shorter, so I may go back and trim mine, but right now we're going to let this uncoil. And we'll glue it. I'm going to put the pin back in, because you know if I don't, I'm going to have problems. Alright, give that a second to dry. Okay, so we've got that drying, and we just kind of want to give a little, create a little flat spot on the top, sort of. And that's probably bigger than it needed to be, but it'll work. Just kind of want it. Don't want it to go like that. Would it be better like, yeah, I think it needs to go this way, just because that's the wider portion. So I'm going to give those corners just a little bit more of a pinch. Okay, add some glue and we will be done with flower number 5. That was pretty quick and easy, and I didn't have to do any prep work because we only had the two coils to work with. I'm going to pick it up. I shouldn't, but I'm going to. I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to try to just gently ease those around the corners there. So this is a cute little tulip, and I will make this again. To me it looks like a tulip. I guess it could be anything. But I would make it again. I would use different colors just because, like I said, I've just been using what's on my desk instead of looking for other colors. I'm going to try and open this one up a little bit if I can get my tool. There we go, I think. Nope, I don't have it on there. You know what? Might work if I can. Oops. Okay, this is not working great, but it is kind of working. It just wants to flip around on me. Oh, now see, this is what happens when I don't just let it go. I still haven't quite got the hang of these reverse tweezers. I forget I have to pinch them to release. So they're nice to have because they're like a second or third set of fingers for me, but when I forget how they work, it does cause issues. However, I think we can fix this. Just gonna try and work this back out to the edge out here. Oh. Try that again. Okay, I want it right toward the edge and not that big overlap, but I'm just going to have to settle for that big overlap, I guess. And then we can just nestle it back down in there. sort of. Doesn't necessarily want to lay flat, but it's in there. So there you go. So I felt like I was kind of knitting and crocheting that time. I wasn't, but it felt like it. I'm going to shorten this a little bit more. Just because I do feel like it's a little bit long. So let's see if we can curl that just a little bit. It's kind of got a little bit of a kink in the top. That's probably where I pinched it, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, there we go. So that is flower number 5. It's our little bud. I think it's a tulip bud, but it could probably be any kind of bud. And I didn't use the best color choices because I was using what I had, but it's still cute. It's different. Looks like one of those fancy, what are they called? Irises. I don't know about you guys, but I love irises. I love that they come in all different colors and shapes. They're one of my favorites. Pansies are probably the favorite just because they're such a happy looking little flower, but irises are definitely my second favorite. I was just trying to close that bud up a little bit more to get those two coils stuck together. There we go. All right. So that's number 5. Can't wait to see what we're doing tomorrow for number 6. Stay tuned. So I decided to go ahead and make another one in colors that I like better. And I did use slightly different size strips, so my bud's not as full, but it's okay. I like it. So I did one in the purples, and that's definitely color combination I like better. I tried wrapping the sepals around this time like she did, but I actually think I prefer maybe sizing it and cutting the tips off before I glue it on, because I found that a little difficult to kind of keep them neat for me. And again, because I wasn't measuring anything, the base of the flower is a little bit big here, but all in all I like it. It's cute. It's like I said, it's more a color that I like. This one, this orange it's more of a golden color really than orange, and maybe that's why it didn't work as well. But now I'm going to truly let you go. So thanks for joining me, everybody. Till next time.